My wife mentally checked out of our marriage when I got extremely sick and started having an affair, so I contacted her AP's wife and informed her of everything. We began seeing each other in secret and formulating a revenge plan. And 2, for the last few weeks I've been living what I call the raccoon lifestyle. First, because of these dark circles under my eyes. Second, well, that's pretty much it. It all happened when I got sick. Really sick. Fever, stomach pains, trembling that wouldn't stop. Sarah and I were already struggling, working opposite shifts to avoid childcare costs. We'll get through this, she'd say, but her eyes were already looking elsewhere. The day the doctor mentioned I might have something life-threatening, Sarah didn't find comfort in our relationship. Instead, she found Instagram. Day after day, mirror selfies and barely there outfits. "You look amazing, princess," I'd comment. She'd scroll past my words like they were spam. Then her mother started visiting. My husband would rather die than let me work. Or, if my husband caught me living somewhere this small, he'd cry himself to sleep. The breaking point? The day I started coughing up blood, her mother asked me to help download Hinge for Sarah, while I bled into tissues watching them create a dating profile for my wife. Sarah just watched TV. Months later, after fighting back to health, I got the all clear. I was dancing with relief. Sarah's face felt like I just canceled Christmas. Her mother wiped away tears of disappointment. That's when the Jason comparison started. Her boss became this mythical figure. Jason would know what I wanted without asking, she'd say. I brought home her favorite dessert. "That's nice, but I'm watching my calories. You should have asked first." One February night, she was giggling at her phone past midnight. When I leaned over, she yanked it away. "These are private work conversations," she snapped. In 14 years of marriage, she'd never spoken to me like that. My buddy Ryan works in digital forensics. I asked him to recover deleted texts from Sarah's old phone. What we found made me sick. "Miss you already? Last night was amazing." Messages between my wife and Jason, hotel references, inside jokes about me being clueless and boring in bed. That's when I found Emma, Jason's wife. I texted her. "Urgent family matter." We met at a coffee shop. "I think our spouses are having an affair," I said. Her expression didn't change immediately. Then, "What evidence do you have?" The lack of shock told me everything. Emma hit the jackpot in the worst way. Jason hadn't deleted messages on his iPad. 2 years of documentation. Hotel rooms, romantic getaways, jokes at our expense. We devised our plan. If they wanted each other so badly, they could have each other, minus us and half their assets. The weekend Sarah claimed she was at a marketing conference in Chicago, Emma discovered they'd booked a luxury hotel downtown. I arrived with a sheriff's deputy as witness. Sarah came down in just a bathrobe, hair wet from the shower. The panic when she saw the uniform was priceless. "Sarah Turner, you've been served with divorce papers." She grabbed my arm, begging. "This isn't what it looks like." Even caught fresh from her lover's bed, she thought she could convince me to doubt my own eyes. 2 years isn't a mistake, Sarah. It's a choice you made every day. Her expression hardened instantly. "This is your fault," she screamed. "If you'd been more attentive, I wouldn't have needed to look elsewhere." Meanwhile, Emma was executing her part across town. Jason tried denying everything first, then broke down crying. Now Sarah leaves notes around the house. "Remember our trip to the Grand Canyon? You held my hand because you knew I was afraid of heights." The irony? She's asking for protection from the same man she spent 2 years betraying. "People survive affairs," she insists daily. "Marriages can be stronger afterward." "Maybe some can," I tell her, "but I refuse to spend my life as someone's backup plan." Last night, she found me in the kitchen. "I never stopped loving you. What Jason and I had wasn't real." "That's worse," I replied. "You risked everything we built for something that wasn't even real to you." The divorce will be final soon. I'm taking a solo trip when it's done. Maybe Colorado, maybe California. Places Sarah always said were too dangerous. Emma and I still meet for coffee, supporting each other through the legal proceedings. It drives Sarah crazy. Unlike you, I told her, I don't jump into bed with my friends' spouses. The raccoon eyes are finally fading. Turns out, the truth is surprisingly good for your complexion.